1994 gives the advisory committee power to manage the transition. To the extent that SBE's Regulation 142.16 confers such power, the regulation may be invalid. In particular, the requirement that CCSD pay the transition consultants nearly $1.2 million fee out of existing funds is contrary to the legislature's original intent. AB 394 authorized an allocation of funds from the Interim Finance Committee to pay for the consultant hired to assist with developing the reorganization plan. There is no reason to treat the transition consultant differently. Even if the advisory committee had authority to require the district to pay for the consultant, which the district does not concede, the CCSD board has fiscal requirements and a process for funding such a consultant, and that process clearly has not been followed here. The CCSD board is also concerned that the consultant and several CIC members appear to have little or no relevant K-12 management experience. As the advisory committee knows, there's a vast amount of work still to be done to implement the reorganization, changing many CCSD policies, practices, and technology systems, and addressing vital questions about how the reorganization will be funded. We're also concerned that the transition consultant chosen by the advisory committee appears to misunderstand the role of the CCSD board and central administration under Regulation 142.16. The CCSD board, like all Nevada school boards, is statutorily authorized to manage the district. Nothing in AB 394 or Regulation 142.16 diminishes that authority. AB 394 did not transfer governance of the CCSD to the legislature or any other entity. Although Regulation 142.16 authorizes the transfer of certain responsibilities to local school precincts, Regulation 142.16 central services cannot be reduced to providing only non-educational service-related duties, as the consultant has stated. As the CCSD board explained throughout the regulation-making process, certain educational functions must remain centralized in order to ensure student equity and compliance with federal civil rights laws, including, for example, the creation, placement, and monitoring of specialty schools and programs, such as magnet schools and advanced placement classes. We'll continue to urge the SBE to clarify the regulation in this regard. Assuming that the advisory committee's appointment of the CIC and consultant are proper, the CCSD board is additionally concerned that the advisory committee has not given credence to the board's statutory and fiduciary duties, responsibilities to manage the district and represent the interests of its constituents. We participated at every stage of the regulation making and will continue to work with appropriate entities to ensure successful transition. Since Regulation 142.16 was adopted, the district has in good faith continued